Hello, hello. My name is Bryce Tubbs. Today we're going to be talking about how a mentorship student named Man was able to add $7,000 per month to her business um, in about 15 days. She also signed like a $12,000 cleanup. That's not counting the $4,400 in like contracts that she sent out since then. So extremely excited for her. Now, one thing to note, guys, is like just because certain students are growing extremely fast does not necessarily mean that if you join our mentorship program, you have to grow that fast. Some students like they only want to go and hit $3,000 per month in their first year, right? Because they really enjoy their job, they really like where they're currently working. They're not really trying to grow super fast. Versus other people, they're trying to get to more of that like 15, 10, 11, $20,000 per month mark. So the program is very custom to you, what you're trying to do, what your goals are, and also the dream lifestyle that you have. So, if you've been maybe following us for any period of time, you're interested in learning more about the mentorship program to see if it's the thing that, could potentially be the key to you reaching your goals, go ahead and click on the link either above or below the videos to book a call with me to see if I can help you out. Um, Generally, for the reason why we do these calls, like some people ask me that question, like, why do I have to speak to you on the phone instead of just, you tell me the price and messenger, you're doing it? It's because number one, we have to make sure that we're actually bringing in people who we think we can help, right? There are a lot of programs on the market where you can just like go off a web page and buy, but the student connection and the relationship you have with the person leading the course is a lot, less tailored and custom to the individual. It's generally more cookie cutter. For us, since we're only working with specific individuals who we believe we can actually make successful, we have to make sure that you meet the evaluation process, you're a good fit. I think we can actually help you out. Then we talk about what it's going to look like for us to work together in order to get to the results. So jumping into what Iman had to do differently. So for Iman, inside of her business, she was more of a personality of someone who like is a technician. She always focused on her onboarding process. She focused on like, can she do the work? How much work can she do? Is she using the right software? Is she using all these automations? And it was like just very, very focused on like having everything before she started getting clients. And I see that from a lot of people because a lot of people, like, if you come from more of a corporate background, you come from more of like a position where you're doing things. You're more of an operations kind of person. You're focused on like the doing, right? It's very common. But when you start growing a business, you actually have to turn that part of your brain off for a little while until you start getting clients, right? So for her, it took her about 2 years to get to about $4,500 per month in her business. Then we started working together because she had lost a client that was paying her about, I think it was like she lost like two clients that were paying her like $750 per month each. Right. So she was like, I need to make some money. I'm taking care of my children, I'm taking care of my family. I need to start making more money. So we partnered together. And the first thing we had to do was say, hey, number one, change your mindset, focus more on sales and marketing. And then once you start getting more clients, we can go look and revisit your onboarding and your workflows to make sure it's more efficient. But right now, we just don't really have enough volume for you to really need that enhanced workflow. You're only at about $4,500 a month. Let's get you more to like 12 to 15,000. Okay. So that's number one. The second part of mindset was really learning to take the simple stuff in life. So for her, she thought that getting clients had to be extremely complicated. She thought that she had to have like marketing funnels. She thought she needed to have like a website. She thought she had to have like advertising on Facebook. And it was just like, no, if you learn how to connect and like talk to people in the right way, it's very easy for you to find the people that actually want your help and then learn how to navigate the conversation, the sales call to get them to want to pay you the amount of work, the amount of money that you're worth for the work. So there was two main channels that we utilized. Number one was using referral partners. So that's using like LinkedIn and emailing to be able to go and establish relationships with people inside the local area that can afford to send clients to you without feeling like they're your direct competitors. Now, a lot of people struggle with this because like the only people they think about are like CPAs, right? And they're like, I just want to go and like cold call a bunch of CPAs and have them maybe refer people to me. Now, if you don't really know how to navigate that conversation, a lot of the CPAs are going to think that you guys do the exact same thing. Why would I send leads and referrals to you? Now, there are ways around that, but that's in general what the mentality and thought process is. Instead, you need to be able to go and show these referral partners that you have a lot of value. Some good referral partners that you can add value to without them feeling like you're going to be in competition are financial advisors. Now, financial advisors can be a little bit tricky, right? Because there are certain financial advisors that only deal with high net worth individuals that come from like more of a corporate background, but they do have other clients that come in with their main background is running a business, right? And we need to really know who we're talking to, right? Because if you're trying to get business owners as clients, it generally helps to work with financial advisors that work with business owners. Another good one is actually Another good one is consultants of some sorts. For example, let's say you want to work in a nonprofit, like you want to help out nonprofit companies, right? Going after nonprofit consultants as referral partners are generally really, really great things you can do because they don't really see you as competition. They see you as someone who can help them go and provide a better experience to their clients and make it where they can just help all of their clients by sending them to you to make sure their bookkeeping or their accounting or their tax situation is taken care of, and you're going to start getting a lot more clients who want to give you more of their monthly referral business. So for her case, for example, she got two different referral partners. And then there's a third one we talked about today, which I'll tell you, it's not really included in the money that we're talking about inside of this thing, but there was a really big deal. So she partnered with this CFO, so this chief financial officer. It's like a fractional one. So they basically do like virtual CFO. And the person was saying that for some of their clients, that whenever they get a new CFO client, someone still needs to do the bookkeeping. So they said basically we can partner. So they basically said so when the CFO comes in and gets a new client, as soon as they sign the contract, then the CFO actually tells the business owner, I actually need to bring in a bookkeeper to be able to do this kind of work. And then she actually recommended EMAN. Right. So then right when the person gets a new client, now she brings you in and now you're a referral partner. So instead of you guys being seen as competition, you guys are actually partners, right? And it happens for a lot of different clients they'll get. So as they get on more and more clients, as you build more of that rapport with that particular partner, you're able to keep growing your income. Now, Iman was able to do that in a very short period of time. Like she was in the program for about 15 days to get these kind of results, but it really took her about 8 days because the first like 7 days, she was like, it can't be that simple. I can't go partner with someone and that person actually likes me enough to send me their money. Like, what's in it for them? And what I really had to kind of walk her through, again, going back to mindset, was when you have the right partners and you're able to help them make more money by helping them expand their time, expand their capacity, and expand the ability for them to make money with their service by retaining clients for longer, they then do not see you as competition. Instead, they see you as a trusted partner who they can then open the floodgates for. So that's the basic premise of like referral partners. And a good example of that, another one is actually, another good one that's inside the program right now, her name is Angelica, right? And she actually did a video on my YouTube channel about referral partners. If you want me to send you that video, you can actually type in partners, and I'll send it to you when I have some free time. And basically, what that entails is like she's actually talking to people who, number one, gave her a speaking opportunity. So she actually spoke at this one like local business owner kind of meetup. And it was because she had a referral partner who started sending clients to her. And then she said, well, I don't really know exactly who else to send, but I'm actually hosting this event next week. Can you like come and maybe talk to the people inside of the event? And then when she actually did, then she ended up getting two clients. She got one person that came to her directly at the event and said, hey, can we please speak on Monday? Because she did the event like on a Friday. So like, we speak on Monday. The person ended up signing up and paying her $1,500 per month from that one presentation she gave from a person who was already referring people to her. And then recently, about like, I think it was like 2 months after she gave the presentation, another person actually did a consultation call with her from LinkedIn. And the person's like, well, I'd like to work with you. Like there was this one lady at this like event and she was like doing all this stuff. Like she like owned this like bookkeeping business. She just knew so much stuff. She goes, was it actually at this place at this day? The guy goes, yeah. She goes, that was me. And the guy goes, oh, didn't even realize that. And they closed the deal. It's just amazing to see. Like once you get the right partners, they put you in the place you need to be to go into basically prominence with the business owners that can afford to pay you the money that you want. And once you're able to get that referral, you're on that stage, you're able to start getting the respect that is needed for you to charge above average price points. Now that's one version of it, right? Some people don't like speaking on stages. Some people never want to get out from behind the computer. That's okay too. The referral partners can still send you leads. All you do is like a phone call and a consultation call. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing gloves, because I live in Michigan and I just came back from the gym and I didn't turn on my heat. It's about 25 degrees outside and my window is right next to this, so my hands are very cold while my house is warming up. Now back to what we're saying. I just saw that in the comment section. Someone asked that. So back to what we're saying. So that's one of the channels. Okay. Now once you're inside the channels, you can start utilizing profiles like on like LinkedIn and different websites to start getting business owners to directly come into contact with you. Now, when you're doing that, it really is going to come down to your message sequence as well as your sales. Yeah. Hey, Alice, hopefully you're doing well. Long time no speak. But it's like the messenger is going to determine your sales. Okay. So what that basically means is some people, they want to never talk to business owners, but all of a sudden business owners just show up on their phone and then they, will pay the money. Now that happens, but if they don't know anything about you, there's no relationship being built, they don't really trust you, it's very hard for you to go and charge the price points that, we're kind of desiring, because we're generally shooting between 500 to 5,000 per month per client. Now, if someone doesn't really know you and it's a discretionary amount of money that they could be paying, because a lot of the value inside of bookkeeping can be subjective, the more relationship you have, the easier it is for you to kind of stretch that value and get them to understand why they should be paying you more money than someone else with less experience, less relationship, less trust, and less confidence. So when it comes to Messenger, you really want to split it up, and you really want to do about 3 days before you invite someone to a consultation call. It's kind of what we're finding is that golden mix. So number one, it's really going to be about, the connection message. So your connection message generally needs to be stating like who you are, how you help, what's in it for the other person, why should they connect with you, and what are the next steps once they connect. Okay, that's all in your connection message. Once you have them and they've accepted your connection request, you should be getting about anywhere between about 20 to 35% of people you send a connection request to should accept your connection request within about 3 to 5 days of you sending it. Now, the reason why it takes so long, 5 days for someone to accept like a friend request or a LinkedIn connection request, is because a lot of business owners are so busy, they don't really check LinkedIn the same way they check Facebook. For example, on Facebook, you get a notification sent to your phone through Messenger whenever someone sends you a message or a friend request. LinkedIn doesn't really have that functionality built into as many people's life as what Facebook or Instagram does. So it is a little bit slower for people to get back to you, right? Now, if you could have it where it's like it automatically pops up on their phone, they saw it, then yeah, like it would be so fast, it would be really easy. So first thing is that connection message. After that, you need to start the conversation. So where a lot of people make mistakes is they immediately try and go in for the kill. And they send a friend request, or they send a connection request and immediately go, hey, do you want to buy from me? Now, inherently, that's not bad, okay? I'm not saying that you never want to like make people offers or get people to buy stuff from you. What I'm saying is the people who get on the phone from that immediate, do you want to buy from me? They may buy from you, but the price elasticity of the person is a lot lower than if you had a relationship and a conversation with them first, okay? So you might be able to get clients just by blasting people saying, hey, do you want to buy from me? Do you want to buy from me? Do you want to buy from me? But if you're trying to get quality clients who understand the need, who move urgently, who want to work with you, who respect you, who want to pay you the price point you want, who want to work with you for years on end, there is more of a conversation that needs to happen. So generally, you're gonna get the conversation started. I like to say something about an observational kind of opener around like the time of year that's going on, or something in regards to like their profile. Let's say they just published a book. I'm going to start a question about, hey, how long did it take for you to write your book, right? The person's only going to tell me, and we're going to go back and forth, right? Then we're going to transition into like thinking about their business. So is their revenue going up? Is revenue going down? Are they hiring new people? Have they got a new loan? Have they got a new grant? Like, tell me something positive about your business so I can get you to start bragging. Once the person starts bragging, now you're able to start finding different holes or different opportunities that they might not be thinking. For example, if you do tax strategy, you could start asking questions. Okay, cool. You just added $1 million per year to your business. Have you thought about taking this type of tax deduction? Have you thought about Section 179? What have you thought about in order to start lowering that tax burden at the end of the year so you're not caught off guard? And then the person can say, well, I don't really know anything. This is my first year making over $1 million. It's my first year taking home $1 million, right? And now you have pain points to be able to start evaluating whether or not the person is the right client for you. Same thing with accounting and bookkeeping. So, for example, let's say that the person has been in business for 3 or 4 years and then they've never done books. Or maybe their CPA just did some under the table stuff at the end of the year, right? You can now start finding pain points and saying, like, when was the last time they did something about this? Why have they not done something about this? Like, how do they value it? What are they looking for? What is their ideal situation? And once you're able to have that, Now you're able to kind of determine, like, does this person actually want to talk to me? Do they like me? Do they understand what I'm doing? Are they educated on the value of this stuff? Do they already know how much this stuff is worth? And then when you invite them to a phone call, you're able to get the right people on the phone, because then when you do that consultation call, rather than feel like you're selling, which, there's nothing wrong with selling. I prefer to sell. Some people, however, want to be more of like, more of just a conversational style, which is, what we teach inside of our program. Because a lot of people who come inside the program, they're not really salespeople, right? They're not really marketers, not really salespeople. It's just more they're people who are just like you, just like me. They like communicating, they like doing a good job, they like serving their clients. So our sales scripts inside that we give to all the students in the program always have to kind of flow naturally. They have to feel really good. So at the end of the call, rather than feeling like you're like arm wrestling with the person to get them to like pay you an extra $100 a month, it's more the person is saying, when can we get started? What can I give to you? You're already connected to my QuickBooks. You're already connected to my desktop. Everything is good. We're moving. Let's go together. You don't really have to feel like you're arguing or forcing or like doing any kind of like sales trickery. It's more the person that actually likes you. They want to get started. They've been thinking about this for some amount of time. They have a pretty good defined budget for this. They're willing to spend more money than what they might have previously anticipated, because they like you, they trust you, they know you're going to do a good job. And then you start getting clients, and then you get $7,000 per month added to your firm in 8 days, right? And even cooler, like, then people start liking you, and then you start getting people to like referral partners to refer other referral partners. See, this is a cool thing that I was going to talk about. I'll talk about. I only have like 3 more minutes, so I'll share it with you guys. So one cool thing that not a lot of people think about is is exponential types of growth, right? They're always thinking like, you get one client, then you might get a referral, and you go get more, right? What if instead you got a referral partner? So that's one referral partner that gave you 3 clients, right? But then that referral partner also gave you another referral partner who now gave you 5 clients. So I mean, there's 2 relationships you had to build, but 8 total clients. Okay. That's what started happening to a man last week. So what happened was, one of the referral partners, like the CFO we talked about in the beginning, said, "Hey, do you know," I think the guy's name was like Mike or something. I don't exactly know the guy's name. I just know about the situation. So Mike basically just got this deal with, it was either like an incubator or some kind of, oh, no, it was a real estate mastermind. Okay, so it's like this group of like really successful real estate business owners, where they all come and talk about their problems and their stuff in their business to keep growing. And the person basically had 20 people that were looking for both tax planning and monthly bookkeeping to help maintain for that tax plan. And he didn't do any bookkeeping himself. So when he reached out to a man, they basically negotiated a fee. Like, so a man's basically going to do 2 things. So it's either going to be subcontracting, where the person will maybe like bill out at like, $125 per hour, and then he'll pay her $75 per hour for her team to do a lot of the bookkeeping, and slash, or it might just be the person just gives her the client they're already working together, and she pays him like a fee, or some kind of like monthly like thank you, basically. Now, the reason why that's cool is because there's 20 businesses. In the last week, he's already given her $5,400 worth of cleanup deposits. That's not the whole cleanup. That's only half of the cleanup fee. And that's in, I think it was like the last like 5 days, but it's already 3 clients. And she got 2,200, 3,300. I think she got like, it was like their 54, it was either $5,400 or like I can't remember exactly what the third one was, but it was just like ridiculous, right? And that's how you start getting more of that exponential growth in your business without you having to put in exponentially more time in marketing, sales, or anything else, because the people already like you. And now you're getting more trust. And that's really the secret to like how you'll see like some students, like they'll go from like 0 to like 15 grand a month. It's not that they're working 30,000 times harder than you. It's just they're working smarter than you are, and they're working more efficiently than you are, and they have more leverage than you do, and they're able to grow. Now, if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, maybe you're tired of like knocking your head against the wall trying to figure this stuff out, which, you could figure it out yourself, maybe. I don't know. We have a lot of videos on the channel that are for free, so nothing's really held back. It's more, do you really want to take 6 months to a year trying to go and get 3 to 5 clients and maybe break in 3 grand a month? If you want to instead go and hit your goal, maybe your goal is like 9,000 a month, maybe it's 12,000 a month, maybe it's $15,000 a month, and you want someone who's been where you're trying to go and has helped a wide range of people from different backgrounds, education levels, locations, to reach their goal, then go ahead and click on the link inside the description below, either above or below the video, to book a call with me to see if I can help you out. Now, I can't help everybody, okay? That's why I have to do the call, because I have to really evaluate whether or not I think it's going to be a good fit. If it's not a good fit, I'm going to point you in the right direction, at least give you like some understanding of what you need to do, or maybe someone else who might be a better fit for you. But if it is, I'll just tell you the pricing. We can get moving. We can get everything going, and then you'll be on your goal and on your way to the goal. And maybe I'll make a video about you pretty soon. So I will talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy.